Hello! Who do we have here today? Alright. Ooh, this treadmill's too slow. Speed it up. Speed it up. Speed it up. Okay, we're going. Let me open the chat. I'm a little bit distracted because I told myself I wasn't going to take another trade. But I just may have cool. All right. Bear with me. Pop out chat. Just wanted to take some profit because if that doesn't dump, or if it does dump, oh, it's okay. No, close it. Right. Wait. Okay, right. I've got my windows open. Okay, welcome everybody. Who do we have in here today? We've got Cons, Mitko, Griff, Lucifer. Tough choice, Taurus or CC at the same time live streaming. Well, if you leave for them, then you're not welcome here anymore, ever again. You know this is the right choice to be here this evening. This is the only choice. Alina, welcome. Moberg's Music, welcome. What? I can join you tonight here with Mac and... What are you on about? I have no idea what this Moberg's Music is on about. Anyway, Badger Stalker, welcome. Jam B, welcome. Alina, yes, only Taurus. Imre Hovarth, welcome. Macaroni and Free Candle. What? What is going on? This is a weird chat. Free Candle is a Dutch treat. I'm okay. A Dutch treat, you should try it sometimes. It sounded like you were like, I can join you tonight here with Mac and Free Candle. Sounds like you're trying to yeah. It did that sounded a bit weird. As if they're like people's names. But Luke, would you be interested in a partnership? Oh, absolutely. Man, that Twitter stuff is so annoying. I don't know why that's yeah. Chat, you guys are what is going on? Luke, I want you to hold me tight. I'm going to jail. Oh, Sam. 25 years for you, right? 25 years in jail for Sam Bankman Fried. Let me just close my Quantal now. You know, I'm really tempted just to do like, because I think that Nasdaq's, or it already is running for the highs, but the fact that we're just back testing here, do I just take a little scalp long? Like right now, do I just take a very, very, very quick scalp long on this? With an invalidation just on this wick. Yeah, I'm going to do it. All right. It either stops me out or we have a last trade. It's literally just this line. I like that it broke through. It's coming back into backtest. I'm just taking a very, very quick scalpity long because I was looking for this session to close green. And we are 1 hour. We've got an hour left of the session. I think it might close green. I think it really wants to close green today. This daily candle on the NQ, I think it really, really wants to close green. It really wants to. So we're gonna trade it and see if it can close green. Come on, everybody. Pump up the Nasdaq. I've had One of the best trading days, at least with legacy markets, ever today, which is quite surprising because actually like nothing's happened. Like you look at the day that we've had today and literally like nothing has happened. It's just been just a little range, sweep highs, sweep lows, sweep highs, sweep lows, sweep highs, sweep lows, and just stay in the same range for the entire day. But I love days like that. I love them, I love them, I love them, because they are like basically my favorite type of trade. Because I just love trading liquidity. I love trading highs and lows, so session highs and session lows, and it's just been really, really straightforward. And again, I'm just like, I'm printing more money. Yes. All right, this is gonna wrap this up nicely today. Look at this, check this out. I told you I was gonna do it. We caught it. There it is. Very nice. Are you walking on a treadmill at the moment? I am. Come on, NASDAQ, you're gonna close green today. I'm gonna get to Bitcoin in a minute, but like nothing is happening in Bitcoin. Absolutely nada. We're just still trading within this range. So let me just have my little bit of fun to end the day. NQ isn't open tomorrow. This is like the last trade of the week for me, and the last trade of the month for me, and the last trade of the quarter for me. And I'm already up like 6.5K. So I am milking it. I'm really milking it. Oh my God, let's just close this. I'm going to close this and then I can just stop and be done. All right, I'm out. NASDAQ's closed. I still really want it to close green, but I'll just take that as like close application. Sorted. All right, we can speak about real things now. Apologies, everyone. I just had to have my last little bit of fun. That was a very, very nice day. Anyway, Coked out, Sam Battery Fried. I'll enter this scalp with the remaining customer funds. Fingers crossed I can pay you guys back. Well, that would have just been profitable, so there we go. You got a nice, this is like, how many? 78. So you're looking at $25 per tick. $340 profit you could have got out of that per every one contract that you traded. I got a little bit less. I took out about 250. But yes, right. Bitcoin. I'm going to do a little update on Bitcoin. So right now we're just at the VWAP. I was looking at some absorption because we had this like 205-minute EMA and the VWAP coming in together, and it took out some just local lows earlier. Nothing too significant. It moved up into that daily level. This is what we're expecting to be resistance, this like block here. Dropping down into VWAP, was thinking, okay, this could maybe get a little bit of a bounce and maybe go and just attempt to take out these highs. But it's just been a complete nothingness of a session, which is why I almost cancelled the stream. But I'm going to stream anyway. We can look at what's going on. We can look at some altcoins. But the fact remains, for me, I still have the same plan. As long as we are trading within this range and we are not trading below this range, I do believe we make a new all-time high this weekend. So pretty confident right now. Like I say, as long as we're trading here, I do believe that we're going to end up here. Now that's a really obvious thing to say. But yes, as long as we keep going higher, then we're going to go higher. But yeah, this is the plan that we had. We hit the previous week open like literally to perfection. So if anyone was looking for an entry on this, previous week open was the entry that I was talking about in all of my video updates. This is why these two boxes are here. They have not been moved. And this is where we were expecting there to be a range to form. So yeah, we're still looking good, still looking for higher prices, and still very, very, very happy with the way things are going right now in the market. I've noticed recently as well, Bitcoin was pulling back a bit earlier, and ETH BTC pair started to rise off of that. So Ethereum, which again has been dead for a while, looks kind of interesting. There's been this little drop in Bitcoin dominance, but again, it's just kind of hovering within this range. And then of course, we have the mighty Dogecoin, which has just been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic lately. So I've been trading this quite well. You've had some really nice opportunities to get in, little local sweeps of liquidity again. So you see, like, you have this break up, you take out a local low. Again, it did it just down here. Again, it just did it just here. So you keep getting these little breaks, and then continuation higher. So that's been nice to trade. I don't really know what else to say on the market today. I feel like I've just said like everything. Yun Long Lin, what's the plan when you're at Dubai? Let's go swim in the morning. Yeah, well, we'll be in Dubai the week of Token 2049. So if anyone is interested in coming along, then feel free to come and join us. We were going to do some kind of like official events, which would have been like a paid for event, but we're not going to do it like that because there just isn't. Yeah, we haven't really planned it like that. So it's just going to be, we're going to be there, come and join us type of thing. It's going to be good fun. We've rented a really nice, well, I've rented a very nice place for everyone to, this is going to be like our little base, our little trading base. Let me just, this is our little trading base. Check it out. It's pretty cool. So this is in Dubai Marina, right on the beach. And yeah, there's a few of us going. So there's a few members of the community going. A couple of the coaches will be there. There will be opportunities. We're going to have, yeah, so people from the crew, maybe, people from within the community, the coaches, some representatives from certain like companies within crypto. So it's going to be a really good opportunity to just get involved within the space and yeah, to have a good time, to do some trading and whatever else. My brain's so fried right now, I don't even know what to say. Robots. Luna is doing very well. Yeah, she's doing very well. She's been doing her it froze. What froze? Stream looks fine to me. Is the stream okay? Yeah, I think stream's fine. It's not frozen, it's just nothing's actually moving. The charts aren't moving. So, yeah. Stream is fine. Yeah, Luna's doing really well. She's walking again now. She's able to do longer walks. She's doing her hydrotherapy, so we take her to hydrotherapy once a week, and then she has physio, so I have these like physio exercises to do with her. But yeah, she's been doing great. She's been doing really, really well. Stream is steamy. Do you see a TP approaching on Doge? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the Binance chart because there's a bit more history here. I have taken some profit today, but honestly, I'm not really looking at this too technically at the moment. I'm just, it is Dogecoin. I will take profit at 0.420 and then maybe at $1. Like it's like 42 cents, 69 cents, $1, $4.20. That's my plan. So whatever's going on here, I don't really care. I don't think you can trade this as like swing targets from a particularly technical way. We can have a look at it, but I'm trading it like I'm just trading the local price action. So I don't really, I'll have higher time frame price action in mind. But I kind of come at this now from the theory that like the market's going to support itself wherever it's going to go naturally anyway. So if you're trading on the lower time frames, and for that I mean like looking for entries on 4 hour, 1 hour, and then if you come down and you start to scalp it, then great. But when you're in price discovery like this, looking this far back I don't think is particularly useful. Not for something like this, but you've got this POC. There is a gap within this POC. So if it comes up there, that would certainly be somewhere I would look to as being local resistance, at least. Like I'm overall like so bullish on Doge. I'm absolutely certain it's going above $1 this cycle. So I do have a perps position, and I am just skimming profits off as it's going higher. But yeah, it's not overly technical in terms of like where this is going. I just think it looks really, really good. So yeah, that might not be the particularly be the answer you wanted. What is this like? There's like, what? Where's this from? There's obviously an old position on the chart somewhere that I was looking for a long at some stage. I don't know. It's in there somewhere. There it is. There it is. Where was it? There. Here. What's going on? What is this? What is this little trade down here? What? No, that's not real. What? This is actually a trade. This must have been a trade I took on a live stream. And look, I don't think it's ever looked back from this. 22nd of November, 23. I must have taken this like tiny little trade here. I won't be able to, will I be able to go back that far? Have a look at what was happening. Yeah, because I've got this little OB drawn on there. Look at that. Wow. Imagine if we just held this trade. So this is from, wow. So that's here, reset chart view. It's never gone back there, has it? Not once. Oh, it did. Yeah, it would have stopped us out eventually. Look at that, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm pretty sure we would have taken profit on that before it got wrecked though. Fairly certain. Does anyone want me to chart anything? Talk about anything? Do anything? So you TP a bit on your perp position, but leave your spot bag untouched, right? Yes. Yeah, so I have a big spot bag. And then on perpetuals, I'm kind of just almost like position trading it. So I'm compounding when I see like a decent opportunity to compound it. And taking profits just when it's going higher. So I took some profit on this today. I've taken profits a couple of times, so it was a 50k. It was 50k contracts. It's down to 25k now, so I've taken like 50% profit off of this as it's been moving higher. But yeah, essentially, we're looking at, because this has been open since Feb. It's been open since back here. So this move up, I was riding it long and was taking profit all the way up. Had some opportunities to compound, which brought my average entry into around about these lows. And again, just taking some profits as it's been moving higher. So this is like the trade, but you can see it opened on the 7th of Feb. I think it started off as like 50,000 contracts, went down, started to go back up again to 50,000 contracts, and now it's going back down again. But then I have like a spot bag, which is, yeah, different to that. ETH, FTM, okay. Ethereum, I don't have too much to discuss or too much to say on that. I do think that ETH is looking good for new highs as well. Basically, this is the area of support that we were looking at, and it had held there. So I'm long Ethereum as well. It just hasn't really done very much. The thing I like about this is that we had this downtrend, okay? You started to change that market structure, so we're now back in an uptrend again, although it's kind of internal with these. But we are in a higher time frame uptrend as well, so this will be the poor high, or this will be a strong low. And anchored VWAP from the highs got flipped, okay? It rejected off of the yearly level. So this is the 2022 yearly open, I believe. Rejected off of that, held around the POC, and now we're back above this VWAP. So you would like to see the VWAP from the highs start to curve up and the VWAP from the lows start to act as support. And what we also have on the 4-hour time frame is, of course, there was that 200 EMA acting as support here. So you run below slightly and now back above. I think it's a similar thing with the 50. Okay, so both of those once again acting as support, similar to the VWAPs themselves. But in terms of horizontals, yearly level is important to me, POC is important to me. And then looking at the chart as a whole, there's not a whole lot of imbalance. I'd be interested in around here where you've got value area high and you've got some high volume candles. This was the start of the like breakdown in market structure previously. So if it continues higher, about 3850, 3,850, I would say probably looks like a bit of a tricky area to get through. But there's not really very much on the chart other than that. A lot of it depends on how the BTC pair does, the ETH BTC pair, which has taken lows again today. Has it? Yes, it has. So that ETH BTC pair has taken out those lows. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4 hours in a row testing those lows. So that's interesting. It keeps just like, yeah, you spike down and again, and now maybe now, okay, because clearly here, when you're looking at this again, ETH BTC, is it the most technical trade? Probably not. But you have no real market structure for this to like confirm that it's bullish. Because essentially you've got this like high, low, high, low, high, low. Whereas now you were never going to be able to come up and take that high from a bounce from here. But now that it's taking it again, you can do something similar to what we've seen previously on, like with what Bitcoin's done. Trade back above that previous resistance, start to form a range here, and then maybe go for those highs afterwards. So the ETH BTC pair does look interesting to me here. If it keeps falling, then it's like got quite a massive gap below, and that would be really quite sketchy if it starts to come down here. I do think that ETH as a whole looks decent still. So yeah, I like it. I think we'll see it playing catch up. And Ethereum is going to make new all-time highs. Ethereum is going to go to 10k, isn't it? Bitcoin's going to go to 100k. Ethereum is going to go to 10k. Doge is going to go to $1. You heard it here first. Well, you probably didn't, because people have been saying it for years. Whoops. Tried to grab my water and then knocked a load of stuff off the desk. Yeah, looking good. What is the time? 29. Is it going to close green? NASDAQ, come on. Come on, you can do it. Close green. Close green. It will close green. I am manifesting a green daily close. Daily candle close. ETH gas fees are crazy. I don't know why people still support it. Just like, that's why you have layer 2s. Right? Just learn the protocols. We've got interoperability between all the chains now. You don't need to be paying the gas fees. Yeah, you can use like, all right, you could use Polygon. You can just bridge. Use a bridge. It's on MetaMask. You can bridge between them. You don't need to pay gas fees on anything anymore. Use OP. Use Arbitrum. Use Base. Use Polygon. Use Manta. Use Metis. Use Starknet. Use all of these other ones. So yeah, I don't care for gas fees. They are what they are. They're not going to change, and they're fine. They'll get a lot higher than this. If you think gas fees are high now, just wait until it starts like going up a lot more. And the good thing is about it, if you understand how to use these chains and these protocols, then by having knowledge in the space, you don't need to pay the gas fees. The gas fees are paid by the retail participants, which are coming in not understanding how to actually do DeFi. Alex T, welcome. Hi Luke. If you have not deployed any capital into spot yet, is it a good idea to build a portfolio now for a 3 to 5x, deploying 50-60%, saving the rest for 30 to 50% dips? So yeah, I believe, again, I'm not going to be able to give the most coherent answer for this today without giving it a bit of thought. But I absolutely believe like now's a really good opportunity to start to build a portfolio if you haven't done so already. I know it feels like it's really high, but you can look for value elsewhere. So to do a 3 to 5x this cycle absolutely is reasonable. Do you wait for a dip now before getting in, or do you just take the opportunity to start scaling into stuff now? I guess that's kind of up to you, but there are certainly opportunities out there that I would say are going to at least give you a good start. So if you are wanting to like position yourself into, let's say you want to go like 30% into Bitcoin, or you want to allocate like a certain percentage of your portfolio into Bitcoin, now's probably not the best time to do that, because it is high. And I would say, even if this does continue higher, right, the next time there's a correction, even if that correction is higher than this is now, is probably a better place to start to scale in like to Bitcoin positions than right here, just because you've got a very different risk attached to that at the moment. But I guess by all means you can DCA in to something like Bitcoin now. DCA in as long as it's still within this range. Once you start going up to new highs, let it ride. DCA back in on other dips, then let it ride again. Similar kind of thing with ETH. ETH's probably in a good position right now to start to DCA into that. There's stuff like Doge and stuff that's already up really high that probably isn't the best idea. But then if you look across, like just for myself, looking at assets that I have within my portfolio that I think are really good value at the moment, first of all, there's things like Zeph, okay, which I am very bullish about for the whole cycle. We are currently at a 75% discount. So that alone, if you allocate 5-10% of your portfolio to it, and it just goes back to new highs, you can get that 3x off of that. Then you're looking at new stuff. Okay, so Manta is one I've been speaking about a lot recently, an Ethereum layer 2, brand new project. Very bullish on this, accumulating around $3. I think absolutely reasonable that you can expect a 3 to 5x off of that as well. Buy it at $3. You can start to scale out of it once it reaches 10. I'd be very confident in something like that. You can look at value elsewhere. QNT. This is an asset I really liked during the last bull run, and I think that's just starting to wake up again now. So QNT, there's opportunity there. Space. This looks like a good one. There's a ton of stuff. You've just got to allocate it correctly and not buy into like these really big rips higher. So just as long as you're not buying into the hype and you're trying to find the good projects where there are good opportunities that allow for that 3 to 5x over the course of this cycle, then yeah, I think that's absolutely reasonable to it may feel a bit late now, but I still think that's absolutely doable. AVAX is another one. I think there's a really good opportunity here at the moment on AVAX. I do believe that we're going to see a good run from that. So from $50 to $150, that takes it to an all-time high, so 3x. So again, reasonable to expect that. What else is there? There's a ton of other good stuff. Please look at Gary USDT. Maybe in a minute. What was that thing I was looking at the other day? There was something that people were asking me about. I can't remember what it was. And it was up crazy. And I was like, don't buy this. Look at the opportunities elsewhere. I mean, I'd be interested to see how that's doing today. I can't remember what it was though. Does anyone remember it? It was someone that was fairly new, I think, to the channel. Asked about it, and it was just like, chart just looked like this. Sorry, like this, and it looked like it was about to collapse. Gary has 200 million users now. What is it? I doubt it has 200 million users in a chart that looks like this. Like, I'm sorry, but it's like TikTok. Does it really have 200 million users, or does it have 200 million bots? I would say it probably has 200 million bots. After TikTok ban in India, it got 200 million users. Not to be like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I couldn't buy that. Fundamentally, it might be okay. Solana Ventures and Kraken invested into this. So if Solana have invested into it, why has it not pumped? Like, this must be the only Soul Chain token to look like this. And I don't know. I can't really say much about it. And if Kraken listed it, I don't think that's anything. This is not really like anything special, right? No one really trades on Kraken. And yeah, it's not our demographic either. I just can't. I can't comment on a chart that looks like that. Yeah. sorry. I could look at the fundamentals. I could take a look at the website and stuff, but a chart that looks like that, I just can't comment on it. Oh, shall I look? If you super chat me, I might look at the webpage. Like, this is the thing. There's a lot of people in here that probably want me to look at other stuff. All right, a very, very, very quick look on the webpage. CoinGecko. I bet it's probably not very good. Gary network. Let's bring it up. Come on. Let's load this. There we go. Gary network. What? World's largest Web3 audio and video live streaming platform. 200 million downloads. Yeah, like, okay, fair enough. Look, it's got backers. It's probably it's the Indian market, right? It's not our demographic. Whether the tokenomics of that allow for price to move up, or whether this is just going to be, because we've seen tons of things launched before, and yeah, it may get a load of use, but unless the tokenomics are correct, that may not translate to price go up in token, right? You can have a ton of real world use without price moving, or with price just continuing to dump, because you don't know what the utility is within the token. Company may be great, company may be massively profitable, but you don't know if there's utility in that token. So yeah. Nasdaq's not going to close green. It's still got 20 minutes remaining. You can still do it. You're from India, and I can see its app spreading heavily every marketplace. Yeah, absolutely. Fair enough if it does. And I think when you're in a market like that, and if there's ways, yeah, if the token has utility, I'm sure it will do well, but it's not something I would invest in. And it's also not something I would trade. Not whilst it looks like that. Neox is better for gaming coin blockchain and long ago, so it's better choice. If you want gaming blockchain, right? GMRX, like future blue chip. I am personally invested, so I am going to have a bias on this. But if you want something with real use case and tokenomics that work, GMRX. Pay attention to it. It's very, very, very early on in its launch. You don't know whether, like, this is already a $2 billion valuation, fully diluted valuation where it is now. So it can come down a lot. I believe we're probably looking at a good floor around that 2 cents. But yeah, if you're looking at a good gaming, AI. This will be competing with render as well, because you can mine the token using your GPU. It's already live. It's going for the Steam, so like you can just play games and earn tokens for playing games, earn tokens for watching streams. You can stake the tokens as well. It's proof of work and proof of stake. Yeah, this one's very good. Luke, what happened with your investment in Portal? Portal was never a spot hold. It was just a trade, and it didn't work out. I think we hit a first take profit and got stopped, and then I think I tried taking another trade and then got stopped again because the whole market was dumping. So yeah, Portal's not one I've looked at for a while. Yeah, this was the trade. Didn't happen. It probably looks okay here, right? But it was just the timing of it. All right, when Bitcoin had that big correction, everything fell apart, and because this was brand new, it just didn't have the liquidity there, and yeah, did not hold up. So yeah, it's not one I'm holding a spot bag of or anything like that. It was just very simply a trade. And the thing with these trades is I was looking at this as being like one that I could potentially hold for a while, but yeah, it just didn't play out like that. Gaming token is on KuCoin and Bybit. So obviously I can't use Bybit, so I've got it on. Well, I invested in it, so I've got the tokens on my MetaMask. But yeah, KuCoin or Bybit. But again, I don't know if this is fair. Like, you got to remember, like, I'm already up like 20x, so. But I genuinely believe it's a really good project. That's why I invested in it in the first place. It's the first time I've ever done a VC round, like a seed round investment. So that tells you how bullish I am, because that's the first time I've ever done it. And I chose it because I like it. What else is moving today? WIF and Doge. WIF's made a new high. I'm long on WIF as well. Can is WIF's brother shitter on Sol. 3 to 4 million market cap. It has a rubbish ticker though. Like, that can, I don't know, maybe. I like when. I like that cap token that did really well. Don't know about can. Wow, like the Dogecoins are actually the biggest winners of the day. All these Dogecoins. Woo has been quiet. Yeah, Woo has been quiet. The Woo token. So it looks good. I still think Woo looks good from a, like, you just look at what it's been doing. It has these nice moves up and then these big pullbacks and then another move up and then big pullback and another move up and then a big pullback. So you keep getting these really good opportunities to get in at those 30 to 40% discounts from whatever highs it's had. Consistently just going back like 30 to 40%. But then consistently making new all-time high, new highs beyond that as well. It hasn't tested that 50 EMA yet. It hasn't tested this daily level either. So I was looking at this like daily OB. I mean, that was when it started to break and we were looking at continuation higher. But if it can drop down here somewhere, I think that looks pretty good. Also, watch out over the next, so Q2, I don't know if I can say this. especially as I'm partnered with them. But I'm not in any NDA. I might just get a slap on the wrist. I'll just say Launchpad copy trading updates and things. So there may be some development that happens from them. Unconfirmed. But maybe that's what could give it a push to new highs again. So yeah, it's quiet at the moment, but I'm still bullish on this long term. And I think it's a nice value right now. Starting to come back into some really good support. Sorry, WooX representatives, if there are any watching the stream. I didn't say any of that. Yeah, I don't know what else to discuss. FTM, should I plan of selling it? FTM, I wouldn't be selling it. I wouldn't be buying it now if I hadn't, unless I was already in it. But I personally wouldn't sell it. I think take some profit, but yeah, I wouldn't sell it. You've got real good momentum behind it. It's one of those things like, yeah, it's good for a hold. Yeah, it depends where you're in from. I would assume if you're saying, should I plan on selling it, it means that you're in from quite a lot lower. So if you're in from 30 to 40 cents, you can afford for this to pull back to 60, 70. Yeah, and you're fine, which I do think is possible. Like if this has a move back to test back into here, where you've got some like previous highs, you can draw that back down to here. Okay, so you may see that this pulls back. Okay, 50 to 60 cents. I think that would be a really good opportunity if it does. You've got that 200 moving average that's going to be offering some support. But yeah, overall, I wouldn't buy it here, but I also wouldn't sell it if I was in from lower. If I wanted to buy it, I'd be looking at entries down here. But if it does go down there, don't sell it. Like, because yeah, it looks really good. Phantom's a really strong chain overall, I believe anyway. And the dev, that Paolo guy, hasn't even really started to push it properly again. Like, so yeah, I think this has a lot more in it. Market cap might be interesting. I don't know how much more supply is out there, so this is also something you need to pay attention to. So the market cap of Phantom, it's not got enough of history to tell you the market cap that it was. Never mind. Hasta la vista, Barbie. Hello. How are you doing? Can you look at big time? Braveheart. Yes. Yeah, I'm just kind of skimming over some charts today. Okay. So big time is not something I hold anymore. But we did get that really nice move off of it last year. And when you actually look at, so again, just draw the excess from this wick when it had its launch. And that's where it had that big impulse through. Holding that. Now clearly you're not going to have a POC that's around there. But if you redraw this volume profile from after the impulse, big time still holding a POC. Yeah, I mean, it depends, kind of depends where you're, how you're looking at this really. And obviously different exchanges are going to have slightly different volume across them. Hasn't been around long enough to have a moving average. Your VWAP since launch. Oh, look at that. Blue Raincoat says it's a horrible game, shitty tokenomics. Yeah, I mean, I am inclined to agree. So there was Big Time and there was Shrapnel. That was the other one. And again, that looks terrible. Shrapnel is a game, but it made money. It made enough money, so maybe it has one more wave in it. Because if you do look at this as being like a 1, 2, 3, 4, has one more wave in it before it goes down. I mean, it's had enough of a pullback to maybe be looking at testing some highs again. I think what would really help this is if it starts to, yeah. I don't think it looks heavy. I think it's just trading within a range. Look, you've got value area high rejecting. You've got value area low offering some support. It's holding anchored VWAP since the launch. It's never closed. It's never once closed below there since its breakout. So if you're looking for like a trade, and it's proven that it has some ability to pump. If you're looking at a trade from around value area low, and you're just saying, okay, look, if this starts closing daily candles below that VWAP again, I'm just going to get out of it. But you've got a decent risk to reward there, even if you just come up towards these highs. Yeah. So you can, it's something there. Again, I'm not really like bullish on this one long term. It had an opportunity when it was new. It could get a second wave. It could do quite well from that. But it's similar to Shrap. Like, this is a terrible looking game. But again, the chart does look like it can go higher. So yeah, it doesn't really need to be that good in a bull market. As long as it's not complete dog shit, it will probably still pump. Like, think about the things that like did like 10x or 100x in the last bull market. It was awful stuff, especially around gaming. One that I remember well was that My Neighbor Alice. Does anyone remember that game? And that, I mean, okay, it must have launched somewhere else earlier. Okay, it didn't do quite as well as maybe I remember it doing. But this was getting a load of hype, and it was terrible, terrible, terrible. I mean, it did make 3 highs, and then it just fell apart and just bear market vibes, but yeah. There was some others as well. There was some like space game. There was Illuvium, but then that wasn't bad. I think that's genuinely still a good token or a good game. But yeah, or could be a good game. There was a lot of over promise and under deliver from Illuvium, which is why it did so bad during the bear market. Can you share how you highlight your high volume candles? Yes, of course. Let's go back onto a Bitcoin chart. And I'll just cover that quickly. It's very, very simple. So I use, it is this, here, volume sweep by Leviathan. So this is the indicator I use, and it's basically just, yeah, a nicer way to show the volume. Okay, so it can highlight the candles for you. So I have it set so that anything that's like 1.5 above average, 2.5 above average, 3.5 above average will highlight as color. And you can choose to have the candles colored or not colored. You can choose gradient coloring, Ooh, look at that. It changes the color of the volume down the bottom. I quite like that. Actually looks quite nice. I quite like that. I might keep it like that. Yeah. That's what I use. It's just a very simple indicator. Volume sweep by Leviathan. It's really good. It's really good. How did you add ticket info at the bottom of the chart? So this is an indicator that was made by a friend of mine. It's not public. So yeah, unfortunately not public. But yeah, it's not public. If you know him, it was Joe Pippin, but he's not really. He's active on Discord still now and again. If you're in the crew, I think he's in the crew. So if you want the info thing, and if you're in the crew, you can tag Joe and ask for it, and he might give it to you. Or I could just share the code. But I haven't asked him to. Yeah, that's what it is anyway. Oh, Nasdaq did not close green. Did not close green. What a disappointment. First time in 9 years that the end of Q1 has not closed green on the day. It did on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is, of course, the superior asset. What do you think on RWA coins? I don't have too much to say on them other than yay for Rio for making me a load of money. It's the only one I really know that's real world asset. Yeah. So again, Rio's the only like RWA coin I've accumulated, and it's done very, very well. So would I buy into the hype now? Absolutely not. But am I selling this? Actually, yes, I am. I've sold half of it. So yeah, don't be my exit liquidity. Real world assets. I remember this in the last cycle. There was like, oh my god, I'm blurry. Where's it gone? Blurry. Not blurry anymore. Good. I'm back in the blur. What was I saying? Yeah, real world assets. There was hype around it in the last cycle. They never did very much. It's probably going to be something similar this time, to be honest. But hey, if you can make money from them, great. Is the world ready for tokenized real world assets that are more than just hype? Probably not. But can they create hype and make you money in the meantime? Very much yes. What are other real world asset tokens? I don't know of any others. Categories. What about WorldCoin? Yeah, that wouldn't be one that I would invest in. Again, I'm sure it will do well, but unless there was a trade to be had on WorldCoin. What is it? WLD? Is this the one? Yeah, WorldCoin. Yeah, I wouldn't be buying that. Not a chance. Not unless it, like... Yeah. Dusk is RWA. H-bar? H-bar's not... What? That must have just changed a lot. H-bar was like a layer 2 or something, wasn't it? I don't know. Dusk. I don't know what it is. It's up a lot. I wouldn't buy it. Like, you've missed it. It's done. It's gone. It's over. You've missed it. At least for now, you've missed it. Is there any... Look, let me have a look. Real world asset tokens. Let's bring them up on the screen. Let's have a look at some. Where are they? RWA. D-pin, that's another one. Hypey. Where's real world assets? Oh, for fuck's sake, let me just go on Rio. I can't see them. And let's go real world assets. Mantra. Ondo. Long Ondo, buy a condo. How's that trade going actually? Because I am long Ondo and I haven't been alerted that I am no longer in a long on Ondo, so will I buy a condo with my Ondo USDT? I don't know what Ondo is. Again, I don't know what it is. Come on. Come on. So nearly got stopped. I need to place an alert up here so I know when I am needing to take some profit. DMTR, wow. That's a blast from the past. The farming token. I did a video. I did a video in like just deep bear market on Dimitra. Like right in the middle of the bear market. And yeah, wow, I wonder what it's done. It's probably down bad. But yeah, I thought the fundamentals for this were really quite decent. But it's like farming on the blockchain. Yeah. Well, at least we said down when it was back here. That's never ever going to go back to new all-time highs. It's a farming on the blockchain. Oh, was it LCX? Was LCX the one that someone was asking about last time? LCX token. No, it wasn't that. Nah, I can't remember what it was that people were asking about, and I was like, don't buy it. It's gone up too high. Clearpool, that's another one. Seapool. The people were, look at that. It's crazy. Crazy. Please do GRT. USDT. The graph. That just why? Nah. I didn't like this when it was out last time. I never liked this one. I admit, like, I just like. I remember everyone was getting like real hyped up about this back in 2021. I was like, fucking hell, guys! Look how high it's gone. Don't buy it. I never liked this. So, I have like, just because it was so hyped up, and it was just such a pile of shit. But yeah, I don't know. My answer to most of this stuff that's bumping right now is just like, I don't know. Like the whole market's going to keep going up anyway. It's just about finding the ones that give you the best risk. I'm not going to look at any more tokens. I'm going to call it there. I did speak about FTM earlier. And yeah, FTM looks good for hire. FTM good token. FTM good token. GRT not good token. In my opinion. But that's based off of nothing than my own opinion. So, Gala, I don't know. Yeah, I'm calling it that. It's been enough for one evening. I've had such a long day. It's been crazy. But anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. I hope there was at least something useful I said during the last hour. Yeah, I'll see you guys again maybe tomorrow. It is bank holiday tomorrow in many parts of the world. And on Monday, it's a bank holiday. And I hope everyone has a fantastic Easter weekend. If I do not see you before then,